Well, hello there everyone, and welcome back to Nisi Learns to Tarot. And of course, I am Nisi, your hostess with the mostess, head weirdo, lead dork, and goofball extraordinaire. So today is May 29th of 2023, and I have a pretty good size haul for you guys. These are some decks that I got in over the last, I don't know, few weeks, couple months or so. So I thought I would just go ahead and do kind of a cumulative haul video for you guys and just kind of show you what I got. And some of these came in pretty recently, while others just kind of trickled in, like, as I said, over the last couple weeks, well, few weeks, maybe last couple months or so. So anyway, let's go ahead and get the housekeeping stuff out of the way first. If you like my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified of future videos. Also, smush down on that like button. That helps me out so very much. And also leave me a comment and tell me what you guys think. Yeah, so now just as also a little disclaimer, all these decks that I'm showing you guys, this is an Amazon haul. So all these decks are available on Amazon. They're mass market ones. And I'm not going to link every single item in the description section. However, I am an Amazon affiliate. And so I will go ahead and link my influencer store in the description section. And as a little disclaimer, I am, as I said, I am an Amazon affiliate. So if you decide to purchase anything through my influencer store or any links that I provide for a single item, if you want to purchase that, please use the links that I provide in my videos. That helps me out so very much. And also, it helps me out very much, and I get just a tiny little commission back at no extra cost to you as a buyer. Anyway, these are not going to be in any particular order. If you do click on my influencer store link, you're going to see that I have things organized in lists. So I have a tarot decks list, and I have oracle decks, and I've got books and just other things in there. So feel free to browse around and take a look at what I have. I update it pretty regularly. So please consider, please consider checking back in at any given time. And yeah, so anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So our first deck that I'm going to show you guys is the Crystal Power Tarot. And I'm just going to make sure that we are in frame. I want to make sure that we get in good frame here. So, you know what? I'm going to just zoom out a little bit. So, there we go. Gives us a little bit more room to work. So this is the Crystal Power Tarot, and it is by Jane Wallace. And if you are familiar with this artist, I mean, her decks are just beautiful. She has so many beautiful decks, and I'm a big fan of hers. So actually, I think this deck just came in yesterday. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this. It's in kind of this weird sort of box that we see that some of these decks come in. I don't remember the publisher on this. This, like I said, I just, some of these decks I haven't really looked at very much. Some of them are, in varying degrees of being shuffled, that kind of thing. So this has still got the plastic thingy around the cards. So we're going to go ahead and just take that off, and I'm going to just throw that in the garbage can. So this is a tarot deck, Crystal Power Tarot, and we have the little book that goes with it. And so hopefully we can see that. It's just it's bigger than like one of those little white books, but it does have some pretty good, ooh, it's stuck together. It does have some pretty good information in there. The pictures are in color. My goodness, my pages are stuck together. I think I might have to mess with this a little bit and try to detangle things. But anyway, you get the minor arcana, 2 cards per page. The majors have 1 card per page, but it is in color, so that makes it really nice. I do like that. So we're going to go ahead and put back our little guidebook, and then we'll take a look at the cards. So, oh, Sometimes I don't like these boxes. I kid you not, you guys. Sometimes I just don't like them. Anyway. So we have, let's go ahead and turn it right side up here. We have the Fool. Now it does have the name of the card on the top, and then it also has like keywords on the bottom of the card. So it's kind of got like a little sort of sentence or keyword sentence kind of thing. Here's the backs of them, and it looks like these are reversible. Looks like this deck is reversible. So if you read reversals, here we go. If you read reversals, let me just make sure that we're in frame. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna move that back this way. Okay, so if you read reversals, this is gonna be a good deck for you to have. But it feels like some really nice cardstock. It is, it looks like it doesn't have any edging. This particular cardstock I've noticed with several decks, like the cards will kind of stick together. So I kind of just gently bend them up a little bit to kind of get the, just to kind of break them in a little bit. But anyway, we'll look at a few of the cards. We'll fan it through for you guys. But this is beautiful, beautiful imagery. I mean, these are gorgeous cards. But like I said, this artist is just, I love this artist. She's really turning into a favorite for me. I mean, now some of these are going to be like pips. Like you're going to see that this one here is pips. Like the minor ones are very pip cards. So you're probably going to have to look at the guidebook, or take like, now it does have that sentence underneath, of course, but if you're fuzzy on some of the cards, you're going to have to probably look at a guidebook, because some of the cards are very pip-like. So, but I mean, it's very pretty. It's soft, kind of soft in color. Yeah, so now you're going to see that there is some nudity in here. This seems like a very diverse deck. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting one for me to play with. Yeah, like I said, I haven't messed with this one. This one is actually very, very new. This deck is new to me. So there is the Crystal Power Tarot. Here's the back of it though, if you want to see that. Kind of tells what the deck is about. I'm not going to stop and read any of the blurbs or anything, because we will be here for an age if I do, because there's quite a bit that I do want to show you guys. So there's that deck. Okay, next we have got the Mythic Goddess Tarot, and this is another one by Jane Wallace. As you can see, like I said, she's really turning into a favorite of mine. Same kind of box. Here's the back of it. Same kind of box. And again, this is another one that I haven't really messed with very much. So it still even has the plastic on the cards. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Like I said, some of these decks are very, very new. Some of them I have had for a little while. Not terribly long, but a little while. And again, same kind of card stock. But let's go ahead and look at the guidebook first. So here's the guidebook. And so again, the pictures, the images are in color. You can see that. And then again, with the minors, you have 2 cards per page. And then with the majors, it is 1 card per page. So there's that. I'll go ahead and put the guidebook back. Very pretty. I really like these presentations. Sometimes the boxes though, like I'm not too fan of the boxes. I mean, they're big. These boxes are big. And so it makes it hard sometimes, but we'll let it hang around for a little bit and see what happens. But anyway, this deck, it looks like it is not reversible, I don't think. Let's see. Let's take a look. Is it reversible? This deck, the backs of it is not reversible. It kind of looks real similar, like both on the top and the bottom, but it's very different. Well, not very different, but you can see the difference. You definitely can see the difference. Okay. Okay, so with this deck, and again, we have, it is a tarot deck. So again, we have the Fool, you have the name of the card, and then you have like keywords or kind of like a key. This is just got keywords. So this one, like the Fool. Now, this is not your standard RWS. You can see that this is a winged creature, like there's an angel. So the Fool means optimism here. So now I would still say look at the guidebook, because some of these you might need some help with, kind of thing. But this is not your standard RWS, but it is a very, very pretty deck. We'll fan through some of these and we'll show you. So, I mean, her artwork is just stunning. Her artwork is just very, very stunning. So again, this is Pip. You get into the minors and it's a Pip deck. So, I mean, the majors have these beautiful pictures, but you get into the minors and you're going to get some Pip, you're going to get Pip cards. Like, you know, here's our cups. Like, you know, we have like the 5 of Cups. So you're going to have to, oh gosh, you're going to have to, you know, look at the keywords. Oh, let's see here. You're going to have to look at the keywords. Okay, there we go. You're going to have to look at the keywords, and you're probably going to have to consult the guidebook a bit, because if you are a little rusty with the meanings of, with some of these, you will have to either just, you know, use the keywords here. You could do that. Kind of keeps it nice and simple, or, you know, consult the guidebook, or, you know, or a cheat sheet you may have. But yeah, you're going to see that the minors are Pip cards. Some people like that. Some people aren't bothered by that. Some people are. I've seen where people kind of feel a little cheated, like, you know, once you get into the minors and they're Pip, you know, they're Pip cards. But it's neat. I mean, it's, you know, to me, like, if you know, it gives me it kind of gives me a chance to kind of see what I'm made of. Like, okay, do I remember what this card means? Do I look at the keyword, you know, kind of thing. So, I mean, there's both advantages and disadvantages to a deck like that, but I do, you know, I love her artwork enough that it really doesn't bother me. And I do understand why it is a bother to some people, but, I really don't mind it. I don't. So it depends on your preference, but, you know, she is a beautiful artist, and I do love her artwork. All right. Our next deck is the Dream Keepers Tarot, and this is by Liz Houston, I think is how you pronounce her name. This is a different sort of box. So this is from, oh, I don't remember who the publisher is. I would have to look it up. But now this one I haven't had for too terribly long. This might be a Llewellyn publication. I'm not sure. But this deck I haven't had for too terribly long. I've messed with it a little bit. It's really beautiful. It is a beautiful deck. But here is the guidebook. This is the Dream Keepers Tarot, again by Liz Houston, I think is how you pronounce her name. So this is a pretty thick guidebook, and we'll just kind of take a look at this. Now this looks like it is in black and white. Yeah, it looks like this images are in black and white, but each card does get a page. You're going to see that. It also has some spread ideas for you, which is awesome. So in the beginning you have some spreads, which is great. And then again, you get like one card per page, and then of course it you know, talks about the deck and the artist and all that. So there's the book that goes with that. And then let's see, I'll put that there. And then, oops, when I was messing with this, there we go, I was trying to figure out, I didn't quite get the ribbon, didn't quite get it underneath the ribbon. Now here's the back of it, and there's the back of the cards. These look like they are reversible. These are reversible, so we'll kind of take a look at this. Now there is some nudity in this deck. This looks like a really diverse deck. There is a bit of nudity and such, but it's not, you know, it's not like overly done. You know, it's not graphic or anything. It doesn't show like, you know, any kind of like, you know, that kind of thing. You know, so I mean, it's very tasteful. Yeah, so anyway, let's go ahead and look at some of the cards. Now, each card, even for the minors, it does have the name on the bottom. This is, you know, as the name says, you know, Dream Keepers. This is a very kind of dreamy, sort of mystical kind of deck. Definitely not a pip deck. You do actually get people and characters and things on each of the cards. I mean, but this is just so pretty. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh, this deck is beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful deck. So I have seen this on a few channels, and I knew that it was one that I had to have in my collection. It's just beautiful. I am really looking forward to working with this deck quite a bit more. So yeah, it does have some edging. So just really pretty. So pretty, so pretty. And it's just got kind of, the backs of them are just real kind of like soft, you know, very soft in nature. So pretty. So there's that one. And I don't know, like some of these boxes I just don't know if I'm going to keep, because this, sometimes like there's a lot of cardboard, you know, kind of real estate like around the deck, and it just depends, like it kind of depends on how much room I end up getting on my shelf. So yeah, we will see. But there's that one. All right, next deck is the New Chapters Tarot, and this is actually one that I just got in today. So yeah, I haven't even really done very much with this one. I'm gonna move this over just a little. We're gonna zoom out just a little bit so we've got room to play. So yeah, I just got this one today, so really don't know a whole lot about this one. I have seen it on other people's channels, and I thought it was really pretty. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this. It's one of those that kind of have the magnet like on the bottom there, and it pulls out. But we have a cute little hardcover, cute little hardcover guidebook. So this is sort of like the little, kind of the little white book that you get with the different decks. But it's very tiny, it's very little. So yeah, black and white. You still get like one card per page, it looks like. But anyway, so yeah, this, I haven't even taken the little plastic thing off the deck. This is kind of a little bit littler of a deck compared to this. The cards are a lot smaller in this deck compared to the other ones that I just showed you guys. But we have the names of the let me show you the back of the cards. So here's the back of the cards. It looks like it is reversible, I think. Or no, actually it is not reversible. Yeah, because the little sort of design is it's a little different. Yeah, like so. So the if you're a type of reader who doesn't read reversals, then you may like this, because you'll be able to tell like if the card is right side up or not. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at these. So this is a pretty deck. So oh boy, my fingers are itching. Oof. The names of the cards are on the bottom of the cards. And this is very just soft kind of in nature. It looks like the cards do have a little bit of a border, but this is one of those decks that is just not like loud and in your face. This is a really, really nice little deck. Very muted colors. That's the term I was looking for. Very muted colors. The cardstock is pretty thick, so you're probably going to have a hard time riffling it. I just tried, and you're just going to have a very hard time with that. But it looks like it will overhand pretty good. You might have to break the cards in to kind of get it to where it doesn't stick together. so it's one of those decks that you got to kind of play with a little bit to, you know, to break the cards in. But very, very pretty little deck. Like I said, I had seen it on a few other channels, and I thought it was just a really, really nice little deck. And so I wanted to get it, and I did. So this just arrived today, and yeah, I look forward to getting to know this deck. And I'm thinking that I may do quite a bit of practice with this deck in June. See how it goes. Oop, and I'm having a hard time getting this back in. Oh my goodness. I hate to get rid of the styrofoam, but yeah, what's going on here? Gosh. Okay, there we go. So I don't know. Sometimes these boxes are a little bit of a pain in the keister to mess with, but it is a nice little presentation. And yeah, so I'm gonna just kind of slide it in this way because I don't want my cards to fall out. So I think I'm gonna just do it like that. Okay, so there is the New Chapters Tarot. Very pretty. Very, very nice little deck. Okay, next we have got the Guardian of the Night Tarot. And this is one that just came in today. So, you know, a couple of these decks I just got today. So you're going to notice that I haven't really messed with them. And again, it's just one of the ones that I saw on YouTube. And I liked what I saw, so I picked it up. But here is the book that comes with it. It's pretty darn thick. But this deck is by, does it have the artist on here? MJ Cullinane. So if you're familiar with the Crow Tarot, it's the same artist who did this one. So, not really any images in this book, but it does have the card meanings. There's quite a bit of detail in here. It's broken up into sections, like you get your minor arcana, here's your major arcana. There's a table of contents, it looks like. Looks like there may be some spreads in here, some spread ideas. Let's see. It talks about the artist. So we've actually just got, you know, there's, like I said, there's no images in the guidebook to this, but there is a lot of detail in this. I mean, this book is really thick. But anyway, let's go and take a look at these cards. So I'm going to see if the paper is still even on this deck. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take that off. These are some big cards. Holy cow. These are some really, really big cards. So here are the back of the cards. And it looks like these ones are reversible. Okay, these are reversible. And so I do like that there's the names on the cards. These are big. These cards are really, really big. So it's really going to be hard to kind of fan through, but these cards are big. But like I said, if you're familiar with the Crow Tarot, you know this artist. But this is very muted. The colors in this one are very muted. It's you know, Guardian of the Night, so ergo, like, everything kind of takes place at night here. It's very, I don't know how to describe this one. It's very, this is a very different sort of deck. Look at that. It's a very different sort of deck, you know. Yeah, so this may take a bit of a learning curve to get to know this one a bit, but it is really pretty. It does have borders on it, but not too bad. I mean, it just like when you fan out the cards, I mean, it makes it look really nice. But yeah, so here's this deck, and it's just, I don't know, it's a deck that it seems like with MJ's decks, you kind of got to learn it a little bit. You got to kind of work with it a little bit, I think, to get used to it. But very, very nice deck. My tastes are very eclectic, so there's, you know, I love like all different kinds of cards. I love, you know, the different themes. I love like fairies. I love angels. You know, I love animal decks. You know, it just, for me, I love unicorns, mermaids, you know. I mean, as I said, my tastes are very eclectic, so I feel like I have a lot of options at my disposal, and depending on like where my intuition kind of takes me or my mood, you know, I can kind of go through and pick something that sort of, you know, resonates with me at a given time. Next deck is one of these really cool movie themed ones. So this is Hocus Pocus, and this is based on an older movie. This I believe it was put out by the Disney company. But do you guys remember the movie called Hocus Pocus? It was about these three evil sister witches, and it had Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica Parker. You know, back in like the early 90s, I think this came out, and just here recently, like over the last maybe couple of years, they made a sequel. But this deck is based on the Hocus Pocus movie. So this is one of those, like I said, one of those really cool movie themed ones. And I was watching this movie, I don't know, I was watching this like, oh, I've had this deck for a little bit, but I was watching this movie and I thought, you know, I'm gonna, and when I went and looked on Amazon, actually when I went and looking on Amazon for the Hocus Pocus movie, because I had heard somebody mentioning it, I don't remember who, but I thought, you know, I hadn't seen that in years. I went and seen it in the movie theater when it first came out, and so when I was looking on Amazon for the movie, I saw that they had a deck based on Hocus Pocus. I'm like, what? How cool is that? So anyway, I picked up the deck and the movie at the same time. The movie came first because it was I got that through Prime Video. The deck I had to wait for like a day to get, but anyway, here's the guidebook that it came with, and it's a pretty thick one. So this is oh, here's some spreads. It's got some spreads in there for you guys to do, for us to do, anybody who has the deck. And so there's like one card per page in here, and it looks like it is in color, so this is pretty cool. The minors have one card per page, and the majors have the two page spread here, the card image and then the meaning and stuff on the left hand side. And yeah, so this is pretty cool. This is really cool. So yeah, and it kind of talks about the movie a little bit, and like you get the major arcana. So I mean, this is a real pretty deck. But I love that. I love when a book includes spreads to go with your deck. I love that. So not many of them, but you know, there's so many spreads out there that you can do. So very cool. Okay, so here are the cards, and it looks like the back of them, I think, are reversible. I think it is. Yeah, it looks like the backs of them are reversible. Sometimes I kind of have to look a little bit and it's like, is it reversible? Is it not? Because like it can look so similar, but yet it can be different. And that kind of happened to me like one time, like when, oh gosh, I had just put up a recent video when I was walking through the Rosebud Tarot, and I was saying, okay, yeah, that deck is, the back of it is reversible, but it wasn't. So, you know, somebody pointed that out to me, that the sky was actually lighter, like on the top of the card. So yeah, I kind of have to take a little bit of a look. Is it reversible? Is it not reversible, kind of thing? But I mean, this looks really cool. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at some of the cards. So this is some thinner card stock, so it will riffle, but this is really cool. This is a really cool looking deck. This would be kind of one to maybe play with around Halloween, or if you're just a big fan of Hocus Pocus. Yeah, so I mean, you know, this is cool. This is really cool. So I mean, the images look, you know, well, it's a Disney movie, so it looks, you know, the images are kind of like cartoony, you know, but cartoony and sort of out there, but it's still really cool. It's a really cool deck, and if you're a fan of the movie, you know, this would be a great deck to use. So this kind of would be, you know, just fun to play with, just fun to, you know, see what kind of readings you get with this. Again, you use it a lot for Halloween, or really just anytime if you want. Like, you know, this is just, you know, if you like the movie, and if you like the characters, it's just really cool. It does have a little bit of a border. The names of each card, the names of the cards are on each one at the bottom. So very, very cool deck. One of those sort of specialty ones, or novelty. I don't know if you call it novelty or whatever, but definitely very movie related, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we'll get that back down in there. I really like these. I like these cards. So I look forward to just playing with this deck and having a little bit of fun and you know, just some Hocus Pocus magic. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, Hocus Pocus, the Midnight Magic Tarot. And this is a fairly new deck, I think. It's a it is a tarot deck of mushrooms, and this is by Sarah Richard. This is by Sarah Richard. I had seen some walkthroughs on YouTube, of course, like always with all these decks I showed you guys. I saw walkthroughs and reviews on YouTube. So this deck is gorgeous. I do gotta say, like, as I was looking at the walkthroughs on this deck is gorgeous. So if you love mushrooms, this is a neat deck to get. It's got a pretty thick guidebook, as guidebooks go. For the minor arcana, there's one card per page, as we can see. And then for the majors, you get the image on the left with the meaning on the right. So it's also got some spreads in here to give you inspiration. It talks about the artist, the deck, and mushrooms, of course. So there's quite a lot in here to read. 3-card spread there. Another spread. So, I mean, it's got just, I mean, wow, look at that. So, I mean, it's got some really interesting looking spreads in here. And yeah, so let's go ahead and look at the cards. Like I said, this just came in yesterday, and I thought, well, you know, since I was kind of not feeling real great, I just wasn't feeling with it. I thought I would just go ahead and have my little sneaky peek along with you guys. So this isn't going to be a full walkthrough or anything, but I'll show you some of the cards in here. And it's a beautiful deck. It really is. It's a beautiful deck. It is reversible. As we can see, it is reversible, but this is just so pretty. Such a pretty, pretty, pretty deck. And the cardstock is, this is a decent sized deck in terms of cardstock size. The cardstock is pretty thick, really. It's pretty thick cardstock. It's not going to bend up on you too easily, but I mean, it's a gorgeous deck. You got the name of the card on the bottom, and then you have the mushroom type kind of above it. It tells like what species it is and stuff. So this is a deck that you might want to definitely look at the guidebook. There's keywords on here which kind of tell you what each of them could mean. We'll just kind of fan through some of these. The cards want to stick together just a bit. I'm not gonna shuffle it right now. I will do that a little bit later off camera. But I mean, just look at how pretty this is. And each of the cards has the names on them with the keyword and the mushroom name and such. But yeah, I would look at the guidebook to kind of help you out with a lot of this. But who knew there were so many different mushrooms? These don't repeat. This, of course, does not follow the standard like RWS artwork or anything. So this is going to take a little bit of playing with, but this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous deck. Gorgeous deck. And I had seen it being advertised like for pre-order on Amazon, and I didn't pre-order it. I wasn't sure if I was gonna really like this deck, so I decided to wait until I actually saw a walkthrough of this deck, and I thought, okay, this is really, really, really pretty. So, yep, had to get this one. Definitely had to get this one. So that is the Midnight Magic deck. with mushrooms. Oh my goodness. Yes, mushrooms. And yeah, who knew, right? Who knew? All right, so the last deck that we're going to have is the Mushroom Spirit Oracle. And I got this one to go along with the tarot deck. Very different art style, though. I think it's a different artist that did the Oracle. But yeah, this is Nicola McIntosh. Nicola McIntosh. So, I mean, different artist, but I thought, you know, same theme. And if this Oracle deck, you know, might go well with the mushrooms. So here's the inside of the box. This Oracle deck, there's not very many cards in here. This is kind of a littler Oracle deck. It doesn't, okay, it does have a guidebook. Let's go ahead and look at that. And again, it has, this is an Oracle deck, so it's got one card per page on here. You have the card and the meaning, and this one is in black and white, it looks like. So, you have all the cards in here. Okay, you do have some spread ideas. You do have some spreads you can do. And it talks about the deck and the artist, of course. So I did not even take the paper off of these cards because, again, I just got this one in yesterday, and I thought I would just look at it with you guys because I just not feeling well yesterday, and so I didn't feel like I was going to be very enthusiastic and such. But this is a little deck. This is not very big at all. This is quite smaller in terms of number of cards with this deck, but it's very pretty. Quite a different art style to this one than the Midnight Magic Mushroom Tarot, but it's got the name of the mushroom on the card, and then it does have a keyword. But yeah, I'd look at the guidebook on these. I definitely look at the guidebook on this. The cards are much larger in this deck than with the tarot cards. So this is a ghost mushroom. Look at that. So different color scheme on this card because that's a ghosty. But for the most part, the color style on these cards is very kind of soft and just, I don't know, maybe sort of dreamy like. Definitely a very soft kind of color scheme, but really nice little deck. So you may or you may not want to use it with the Midnight Magic Tarot deck. It's of course up to you. Or you know, if you get these decks, you know, you do you. You do you. And yeah, but this even though the cards are bigger because there's like not very many cards in this deck, you might be able to get it to, you can get it to riffle. You can also overhand it. It will do that very nicely. So yeah, if you want like a kind of a littler Oracle deck, this is definitely a littler Oracle deck in terms of number of cards. It does shuffle very nicely. Just be careful because you may bend up your cards if you riffle it too much. It's kind of thinner. The card stock is a little bit thinner, but really neat little deck. Yeah, so if you like mushrooms, you guys, this is your tarot deck and this is your Oracle deck. So yeah, and the backs are reversible on this deck here, as we can see. But yeah, again, I love that the names of them are on the cards and it has your keywords, but very neat little soft art style. And then the ghost mushroom, holy cow, yeah, that one really sticks out because that one is on a darker background. But ooh, look at that, yay! So anyway, that is everything that I got in this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was so much fun to show you guys the new decks I got in. Yay! I love getting new decks. Love getting new decks, but I also love playing with the decks I've already got. And yeah, so this was fun. Here is the bottom of the box for this Oracle. And yep, powerful, ancient, and wise. So, yep. All right, guys, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed showing these to you guys. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get this video uploaded. Got some fun things coming up on the channel that I'm going to enjoy filming. And I hope you guys enjoy watching it as well. And we'll talk to you guys in the next video. All right, bye, everyone.